Hi, folks. Just finding me here, and I want to let me cut this volume down, and I'm gonna sprinkle me out a few places. Um, hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here watching. Um, we're gonna be doing a cute little pig tonight. I've got to do a pig for a local paint party, and she wants something fall inspired pig for this is actually for September, but marketing and all of that, I figured why not us just go ahead and knock this out tonight, um and see what we can get done on this tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn us down and get us started. Hey, Jenny, how are you? How are you feeling? Okay, so I found this on Pinterest. We're not doing this, okay? I love the pig, and so we're gonna kind of be inspired by the pig. It's gonna have some sunflowers. It's gonna be different. It's not gonna have the barn. It's gonna be a much simpler version. This is a 16 by 20 because that's what I use for my local paint parties. And so this is actually art by Spridy, Spridy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm assuming, I don't know the person. I just saw the pig with these yellow flowers. I guess they're sunflowers. And I thought, I really like that. Ours is going to be a little different. Well, a lot different actually, because ours is going to have a little flowers up on the head and a little in like a corner. I think I don't know which corner yet because I've yet to figure this out. I have yet to figure this out. So anyway, we're gonna just draw on our pig and then we're gonna go from there. So, and we'll figure out like if we cover something up. This is how I pretty much do all of mine. Normally, I would have had this drawn on already because it would have just been easier, but I was running like super late. So, this will be a good opportunity just to show you kind of what I do. I love these ears. I think these ears are what did it for me with him. And so, I just kind of want to get some ears in there. Yay! I am so happy to hear that. So who loves pigs? Do we have a pig lover in the house tonight? My niece, she absolutely loves pigs. I don't know why. I'm not a pig lover. I will tell you, I'm not really a pig lover. um I have come to appreciate them more than probably ever, but I'm not really a pig lover. So, but that's okay. We all don't have to be pig lovers, right? The place I do one of my paint parties is a barbecue place, and so of course they love their pigs. Maybe not in the same way you love your pigs, but all right. I'm just trying to get basic shape here. Definitely want this head in here, obviously. Trying to figure out, just doing a little sketcheroo. Or do I want it to be bigger? I think I need it to be bigger. I think it needs to be bigger. And you know what? I don't have. Because I can't find it. Is my eraser. It's gotten lost in all of this mess I have. I actually cleaned up a whole bunch. And because I had lost my eraser and I didn't find it. Unfortunately. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, I did. I threw it up here on the desk. I was like, part of me was like, maybe I did find it. All right, I want the head to be, yeah, it's got to be bigger. I'm too small. We may or may not finish this, but this is what I do in real life. So this canvas actually is a flawed canvas that I had to fix. Sometimes when you buy them bulk canvases, and I get like packs of 20 canvases, one will come damaged. That's not I don't tend to worry about it because 9 times out of 10 I can fix it. And so I've had to repair this canvas. I don't know why. I've got my light shined right down on here, but it seems dark to me. But I have this canvas was torn from here to here. And when I got it, and so I had to repair that real quick. And let me see if I can turn the brightness up or down to make it brighter. I don't know. I don't know why it's so dark. It doesn't make any sense. It's not dark in reality, but it just when I look up on the screen, it looks dark. Does it look dark to y'all? All right, much bigger, Amanda, much bigger. So bring his ear on over here. Much bigger. Because I basically just want his face in here. Maybe a little part of his body, but I mainly want the face. This I'm happier with. Yeah. See how big he is now? That makes me much happier. And this almost comes up from the side right here and goes like this. And then goes out like that. And then this is kind of like the side of his face. So I'm just going to kind of come down like this. Because this is more of his face right here. And then we're going to bring in an eye right here. And then another eye is going to come in about right here. And so Yeah. There we go. Actually, I want to go like that. I want to go like that. It'll get much more exciting when we're like actually when we're actually painting. And that's probably what I should do is just go ahead and like be like, look, we're just gonna paint this. But there we go. I like that eye a whole lot better. Still not perfect, but that's okay. We don't need perfect. We just need eyes. Okay. And then we got this big old nose here. Now this part right here is just kind of a transition area right there. That's not really, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing and I don't know what I'm doing all at the same time. But I got to line these eyes up a little bit better than what I'm doing here because they are not in line with each other. I think I'm trying to get, I just need to go and stop overthinking myself here. And I think that's what I'm doing. Is I'm overthinking myself instead of just doing what I want to do. I'm overthinking it. Okay, now we're gonna paint because I can't do any more of that. Sometimes I'm better when I just have paint. And we'll fix anything that is not right or anything. So tell me, how was your 4th of July? Did you do anything fun? Go anywhere? Hopefully I had some fun. All right, I'm going to use some Coral Cloud, I think. Oops, not going to use that. At least not the way that came out. And I'm going to use some Sugar Peach. You just stayed at home. I did too. I stayed at home. I didn't do much of anything. I hung out with Kai on the couch and we had just a good old day of hanging out on the couch. We didn't do much. We played and that was about it. We just had a good day of hanging out. So let's see. You can also share me into a group. There we go. All right, let's get painting. So I'm using these two colors as my base color for my pig. Sugar Peach and Coral Cloud. Going to use a little brown in a minute. We're just going to first get his face on. And then we'll put some hair on him. But I like to just get, and we can make anything bigger that, you know, that nose might be a tad smaller than we want. I just drew out a basic shape. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Oh, thank you for sprinkling the love. So I've got some fun things coming up that I'm working on. The Creative Course collab is about to release the fall courses, and they're going to be amazing. And lots of art projects in there. There's 9 artists in total. And actually, if you get the Halloween bonus, it's 13. But there's some floral in there. There's some painting on gourds, painting encaustic art. It's really an amazing course, particularly for all you get for the price. It's amazing. There's watercoloring. There's now we'll come back and we'll put in the dark in a minute. I'm just putting a base coat of this Coral Cloud and Sugared Peach. Brenda, how you been doing? Oh no, Brenda, I am so sorry. Right hand or left hand? I hope you have some help, girlfriend. That is not good. I mean, it's never good to break anything, but you've gone through so much. Yeah, I'm sure. That was my next thought. I didn't say it out loud, it really doesn't matter because regardless, you can't do much. But I guess if you're right-handed, it's a little bit better for it to have been your left, but at the same time, like, you didn't need, and I don't need to be the, like, you're like, oh, you're preaching to the choir, girlfriend, because no, I did not need it. Nobody needs that ever. But I know you've had a tough 2024. I started to say 2014. Where am I at? I done backed up 10 years. Some ways that would be nice. We're just going to carry the pig right on off. And I'm not really caring because we're going to have some flowers down here and stuff. So we're just going to carry him right on off. And I'm just grabbing both of those colors on my brush and just coming in and giving a little onesie twosie white. All right, now I'm going to add a little brown. I'll be praying for you. I've been praying for you. You're on my prayer list all the time. I have not, like, I pray for my people, guys. And I do. I have a list that I add to when I know somebody needs prayers. And that way I don't forget. Not that I do forget, but you know, sometimes things in your mind you go about and you don't think. And so I have my list, and that way I don't forget to pray for people, because sometimes, you know, life gets whatever and you don't pray for somebody you want to pray for it, you know. And so I have my list, and I refer to it occasionally just to make sure, like, you know, I haven't forgotten any one on my list. I'm just adding some dark. I don't want this to be so detailed. This is for a paint party, so it needs to be something that they can paint within roughly 2 to 2.5 hours. And so I don't want it to be so detailed that you know, it takes them too long. So this is just a little basic shadowing here. Just where the body's a little darker, we're going to just add in a little bit just to kind of separate out the head. Been having your house remodeled. Now, where are you moving to? Where are you planning on moving to? Are you going to go live in Florida permanently, or? My friend Dawn, she had shoulder surgery not last week before last. She y'all know Dawn Miller. She had shoulder surgery, and she was hoping to be able to do a whole lot more than she can do too, and it's been a little tough on her. Oh, you have a house in, so are you moving to that house, or are you, I'm confused, or are you selling that house and anyway. I don't guess you need to broadcast all your, we can chat later when you don't maybe want to tell everybody everything. So but oh, you're moving to it. Oh, okay. So you're moving out of the country. I get that. I get that your house is in the country was probably a lot for you to maintain and keep up and by yourself. I get that. Well, I mean, I know you had help of your family, but still, you don't want to have to. I totally understand what you're saying. You don't want to have to like rely on that all the time. We're just put a little dark around the eyes here. Again, I don't want it to be so detailed. We're just gonna hit a little bit. I can sometimes get a little too detailed, and we don't want that. We don't want that because they don't want that. They want this to be fun and not stressful painting. And so I have to remember to keep it stress-free. But whoops. I like when I clean up and organize stuff, and I don't like when I clean up and organize stuff because inevitably I don't have stuff where I need stuff to be. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? So I like it and don't like it all at the same time. I worked down here yesterday a little bit organizing some stuff I had, and needless to say, but this is for a paint party that I'm working on. This is for a paint party in September, but I want to be able to show her and get her approval and all of that. So I thought, why not just knock it out tonight during my live? Because I was like, I don't know what I'm painting. And I couldn't, my brain didn't want to work today. It was like, can't do today. So again, we don't want it to be difficult. So a little bit of this and then we're moving on, because I don't want it to be something that they can't paint. Gonna lighten here. Gonna lighten my cheeks a little bit. I know I put down a little I need a little more light color. I mainly want to get this pig in. So how is everyone? Kimberly, did you have a good 4th? Brenda, when did you break your wrist? How long has it been? I know you said you have surgery on the 17th, but was this just like in the last day or two, or has this been going on for a while? I've been missing you. And mine was good. It was quiet. It was quiet also. I hung out with Kai, and me and him, we hung out on the couch. We played a little bit. Outside was hot, but we played outside for a little bit, and then we played inside, and then we hung out on the couch, and we didn't do a whole lot. We really did not do a whole lot. We didn't hurt ourselves on the 4th. All right, I'd say that pig is good enough. Now I'm gonna put some little hairs on it. Just because I like little hairs. Give some indication of some little hairs. Now I'm gonna actually not worry about that step right now. because I don't have a background in. And I'm just like, what am I doing? We'll come back when we have a little bit of a background in and do that. I did too. I had a good time. I read a little bit and just hung out with him and just had a good time. So I'm gonna put in kind of a greeny background, I think. And then we're gonna have some flowers. And I need to put his eyes in. But I want it to be a little, I'm using what color? Light avocado, which is kind of like a mossy green, and I'm gonna add some white to that and get like a lighter green, and that's gonna become my background. I don't care how it mixes on my on it. It's just gonna be kind of a muted out. And I want his ears to be a little not so straight. Not maybe looking like that, but and I should have just done my background, but I got excited trying to get this pig in here, the size I wanted this pig, and just figured I can go back and get my background in anytime. It doesn't matter. And then we're going to get our flowers on. You adopted 2 rescue puppies. Oh, when did you do that? You have got to share their pictures. Oh my goodness. That's going to keep you busy, 2 of them. Are they like brother, sister, or brother, sisters? You know, I mean, like from the same mama or whatever. I'm just going to let it get darker as I get down here at the bottom. That is so cool. I love it. That's going to keep you busy. I can't imagine having 2 cars. You're in heaven? Oh my goodness. I bet so. Although I couldn't imagine having 2 cars at the same time. Now, he has turned out to be wonderful. And I have loved every second of every moment with him. I can't say I haven't. Even in those moments when, like, I wanted to wring his neck, I still loved him. You know how it is, right? Like, you know, even if you haven't owned animals, you know, you had kids, you know how it is. Like, you could wring their neck, but you love them. And there's been definitely moments when I was like, I might have to wring his neck. But anyway, you know, but he has actually turned into be such a good puppy. Or such a good dog, I guess I should say. He'll be 3 in November. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But he was born in November. November the 14th, he was born, and I think it was the 14th. 14th, 17th, 14th. No, 14th is right. And I love every minute of it, being with him. But that thing, he has tried me at every level. But now he's a good boy. And he really is. He really has gotten to be good. Now that I say that. Now that I say that. soon as I brag on him, he goes and messes it up. There was a moment there in that history that I was like, I don't know if I can deal with this dog. This dog, I mean, I trained agility dogs. Like, I know how to train a dog. And we're not doing agility. And I'm like, and I couldn't get him to not throw you down when you walked him on a leash, because he would wrap the leash around your legs and run. I mean, he did it on purpose. He would do it on purpose and wrap you and basically run and take your feet right out from underneath of you. And my backyard is I have a little area that's level, and then it's not, it's hill. And he learned really quick how he could wrap that leash and take off, and the momentum and the angle, and basically just like throw you down. He was bad about it. But he tried me at every level. He's probably upstairs listening. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that again. It's been a hot minute since I've done that to the mama. That's probably what he's saying. But anyway. We're just getting it all done in. We're getting the background done. I'm liking this background. I like this color. Maybe a little more. Yeah, he was a little butt. And I say that as nice as possible. There for a while. I say that with all the love. And I mean, he's a border collie. He's not he's not as small as border collie is. He's a little bigger than Cody was. But he might be 50 pounds. I suspect he's like 45. Cody was 38. Cody was a small, he wasn't really small, but of the border collies, he was a little bit on the smaller side. He jumped 22. Kai would jump 26. If Kai was doing agility, he's much taller. He would jump 26. And so we got our background on. We're going to let that dry, and I'm going to come in and pick up the black. I know, Jenny. Yeah, I know. We're going to let that dry. I'm going to pick up some black here. But and we're just going to paint in the eyes. This brush has seen better days. I might have to retire this one permanently, because it's definitely seen better days. The bristles don't want to stay together. Either that or I probably need to, like, I don't even know if boiling it would make a difference at this point. Maybe if I boiled it and added a little gave it a little snip snip, maybe it would help. I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna get in the nose. Anybody got any fun plans coming up for this week? Or Brenda, when is the target date for you to move? I need to make them a little bit like that shape. Not so round. Not so round. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. Oh, okay. No certain date, but you wanted to soon. Okay. Yeah. Now, are you selling your place? Oh yeah, you said you were. You were trying to fix it up so you could sell it. That's right. Like, pay attention, Amanda. She done already told you. Pay attention. We're just going to give a little eyelid. Whoops, I got in my black. Well, I hope that happens soon, and I hope you recover quickly from your surgery. I will keep that date in mind, and we're saying prayers for you. So what y'all thinking? Y'all liking it? Y'all not liking it? Does it look like a pig? Does it not look like a pig? Like, y'all gotta give me input here. Y'all give me your input. And so we're going to do a couple, like, just a few little dark strokes in here. Thank you, Brenda. Because you know how they have all that, like, so we need to indicate some of that. And we're just gonna just kind of like do it like that, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Again, it needs to be something that's relatively easy. And so we don't need it to be too much. I want more on that side than on this side, I'm thinking. But we do want to have a little like that, maybe. And we're just going to kind of go up like that a little bit, like his nose, you know, is coming out there from his face a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, pigs are not my thing. But we are going to put a little darker in this ear right here. And then just feed up that ear right there. Again, we don't need too much detail. We don't want too much detail. I'm telling myself that, y'all, so I don't forget. Like, this is a fun painting and not like serious paint. You know what I mean? Like, we want everyone to be able to paint these. Even somebody who has never held a brush. You went to Buc-ee's. Oh, cool. What Buc-ee's did you go to? I have never been to a Buc-ee's. My sister, she drove past a Buc-ee's when they went to Indiana for Zach and Zoe's theater team. And she said they didn't stop. She said because the line was like, it was like going on forever. She said, and so she ended up not stopping because she was like, the line was backed out onto the highway to get into it. And so she didn't stop because she just said it was too much. It would take too much time and they didn't have that much time. So they needed to get there. And she I'm just making a little lighter on this nose area. I need to switch brushes. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm gonna be here all day. And I don't want to be here all day. I love y'all. It wasn't bad today. Okay, good. They opened one in Smith's Grove. So it was on the way to the doctor's. Oh, cool. They were talking about opening one in Virginia somewhere, but maybe it's near Lynchburg. I don't know exactly where it was that they were talking about opening one. I want to say it was like on 81, off of 81, but I'm not certain where it was that they were talking about. Yeah, I like that. I like that little lightness right there. So I'm going to add that in there. I'm liking that. All right, let's give him a little hair. And then we're going to give him, he's done, basically. We're going to put little sparkles in his eyes and stuff like that. So that part's not done. But the only other thing I am going to do is take a little dark and then just come in here because I want to kind of set these eyes a little bit. And so I'm just going to do that. And, you know, dark pushes back, light pulls forward. So when you want to set something back, you want to pull something forward, you use the light. I'm going to use some white. On the actual paint party piece, we might make this a little pinker. I'm thinking maybe that would be one change I'll make to it. Is make his nose a little on the pinker side. Yes, light pulls forward. The only time that's different is when you're doing a scenery. When you're painting scenery, it's actually the opposite. So light is for things, lighter things are further away in a scene, and darker things are closer to you. So it's kind of the opposite, but when you're painting like things like this, it's light pulls forward and dark pushes back. But the only time it's different is when you're painting scenic pictures. And then you just have to remember it's reverse. It's just reverse. Light is things that are further away from you, and dark is things that are closer to you. But that's not true in this. I know they got to go complicating things. They couldn't just keep it the same. That would be too much like the easy thing to do, right? We're just going to make some just some indication that he has some eyes. Okay. He doesn't look very happy. Like my pig kind of looks like, I don't know, that he ain't happy. So what we're going to do is we're going to make his eyes bigger. If you want to whimsy something up, and you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. But if you want to whimsy something up, make it a little more on the whimsical side, a little more on the happier side. Make the eyes bigger. Bigger than normal. And that's how you can whimsy something up and how you make it look happier than maybe what you originally made it look is if you make the eyes bigger. He's going to be bacon? Jenny. I guess so, because we are doing him at a you done tickled me now. We're doing him at a barbecue place, so yeah, maybe he has the right not to be so happy. Oh my word. You're like, he's gonna be bacon. That's why he ain't so happy. We just might have to call him Bacon. We just might have to call him Bacon. I think I did these too little. I'm not happy with them, so I'm going to make these bigger too. There we go. Now, of course, I will take this and make a tracer, so all of them will be the same, you know, so I don't have to worry about it from go forward. All right, let's paint some flowers on here, right? And so I want it to be fall. So let's do some fall flowers, some sunflowers. I don't know if they have a name for like future bacon. Future bacon. So I have saffron yellow. I have primary yellow, which is a little lighter. It's also more translucent. So there's that. Primary yellow is pretty translucent. I also have a little bit of spiced pumpkin because I like to put a little orange in my sunflowers. And then I have a little bit of yellow ochre. We'll figure out what we like best, and then that's what we'll go for. And then a little bit of brown. He's gonna be bacon. You gonna be bacon? I won't tell nobody that you're bacon. So we're gonna give him some big old flowers. So I'm gonna start with my brown, just because I like to start with the round first, and then I can do all the flowers around it. And we're just gonna give a little. We're just gonna make a few. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can barely see that. And then we're gonna put one over here. I just like to do a little round. It doesn't have to be perfectly round or anything. We're gonna put one on the head too. And then that way it just is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. Maybe one up here. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. These are going to be kind of big. We'll figure them out. Then there's going to be one up here on his head somewhere. Right side, or left side? This is my right, and that's my left. I'm kind of seeing it here. I should have waited for y'all to answer, but I didn't. Sorry. I shouldn't ask y'all a question and then take away the answer before y'all have a chance to give it. I forget there's a delay sometimes, and then I get excited. So that's on me. All right, my saffron yellow. And these are super simple, guys. Just go up and come down. I'm going to have that leaf go behind his ear. This one's going to go behind that one. Something like that. We're just making it up as we go. It's going to be fine. You agree with the centers? Yeah, just something. We're just creating some fun flowers. Now for this one, I'm going to have this one be front. So I'm just going to paint in these real quick. We'll add more. Yellow does tend to be a little bit on the translucent side. You can do white first and then do the yellow, and that's probably better to do it that way. You'll get your full bright yellow, but I don't care. It's for me, it's fine. Like I don't fret it. If I get a little bit of that brown up in that leaf, that's okay too. It's fine. It just gives me a little bit more dimension in my leaf. And if one leaf is or one petal is thicker than the other, that's okay too. I don't stress those things. There's other things to stress, like broken wrists and all that stuff. We don't stress the fun stuff. But this is the fun stuff. And in my opinion, the sloppier you are with it, it almost turns out the better. Like pulling in those colors. It's all good. I'm just going to tuck that leaf behind that ear because I like that ear and I don't want to lose it. Now I do, once I get my sunflowers on, like the base coat of them on, I'm going to go back into that brown and go on top, and then we're going to give our individual petals, but I'm going to leave them for right now. And I'm going to come over here and do my others. And then we'll figure out if we use these other yellows or not. She's kind of sticking her head through the petals, through the sunflowers. She might be nibbling on them, getting all those seeds. I don't know if they eat them or not. I have no idea. I know pigs will eat just about anything, though. But I'm not a big fan of pigs. But I am going to like this painting when I'm done with it. I'm going to think this is cute. Kai's up there barking like he's not sure whether he should bark or not. He's like, woof, woof. like I'm just gonna like woof. I don't know if I should bark, but yeah, I think he's decided that it's time to bark. All right. We get these on, and then I'm going to go back into that brown. And this is where I'm just going to take it back over top of my petals. So I basically seat the petals into the flower. I don't care if it goes up a little higher or it's not perfect. It's okay. It doesn't have to be. But I just want that center to be, you know, on top. And my petals come out underneath. But for my brain, it helps if I have the center on to work around, or I will have I have a jankety flower if I didn't put a center in there to work around first. None of my petals would like come to a center point. So it just makes my life easier to do it this way. And then I just go on top. Of my petals. Okay, now I want to add some to my centers, and so I'm going to add a little dark. Just go add a little bit. Again, I don't want a whole lot of detail in this painting because this is a paint party painting. So just a few in those centers, kind of coming up. Just kind of gives a little something to the petals. And I'm just working off of the dirty brush. Like what comes off, and it's fine. It's just kind of coming up from that center. Thank you, Donna. He's gonna be a paint party one in Wahoo in September. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. But this is gonna be one coming in September. So I'm doing it tonight to get it all ready. But this is one of the paintings we're gonna be doing in September. Thank you, Carmela. Thank you. That is super sweet of you. So I'm going to use a little bit of orange just because I like a little touch of orange on my sunflowers. And I'm just going to kind of hit the bottom. So I guess you would say the bottom or left side. And I'm just going to go all the way around. And it does kind of change. It switches to the top side as you work around. You're like, it kind of changes. But you can stay to the bottom or switch or keep it the same. It doesn't matter. I just let it work in there. Mine are still a little wet, so it all just kind of goes in together a little bit anyway. Ooh, that's way too much. So we had our inspiration, but this is not really anything like our inspirational picture, other than it had yellow flowers and it was a pig. All right, now I'm going to put a little highlight and a little black on. Again, whimsy it up, right? We're going to put a little in our flowers, some little dots, etc. And this paint party painting will be ready for prime time. We'll separate out our petals here. Give a little separation. The black makes a difference. And I don't like do the whole thing. I only kind of do like one side of the petal. Like whatever side I think would be better defined, I do that side. And it doesn't all have to be the same. We'll come back and we're going to add a little bit of black to our pig. We don't need to add too much because we've already added that brown in there on our peg. It's just a couple of spots where I want to go a little bit darker. So I'm just going to add a little black. Notice I'm not even like doing the whole thing. My paddle's turned over on me there. But you can see the difference that just that little bit made. Oh, I got one other spot I want to do. Go back to a little bit of that coral cloud, our pig color. We can just kind of give it a little. I've got some black in my brush. I don't want that. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to just put a few little, just a few. We don't want him to be like shaggy or anything. Just a few. As I put too many. We're just going to put a few, and I put too many, but that's okay. That's all right. I may take those out. I don't know. I don't know if I like the little hair there or not. I don't know. We'll see. But other than our dots, I'm going to be calling this done. And normally I would, but this will be an easier paint party painting than what I did here, because, you know, this is, I had to design this whole thing out. I had no tracer, no nothing. And, you know, it's easier once you have a tracing. And you don't have to like just draw it out, size it out, resize it. Make the eyes bigger, make the nose bigger, make the whole thing bigger. All the issues that we had tonight. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of highlight on their nostrils, and then inner eye again, a little bit of sparkle. You always want a little sparkle. And you don't want just like one little dot, because one little dot makes them look mean. So don't do one little dot. He still ain't happy, but I think that's more the mouth, like, when I should have done more of like a little bit of a smile, maybe. But anyway, but there he is, and I think he's super cute. Oh, there's one more thing. There is one more thing that I didn't do, and that's the white on my, and this does make such a difference, guys. So on the other side from the black, put a little white. Put some white in the centers. And then I don't have any glitter, but glitter would be the next thing to add to this. If you wanted to add any glitter. I don't have any glitter down here with me right now. I mean, I do, but it's not like right here with me. I'd have to go across the room and get it off my paint shelf. But there we have it. Then you can just add a little bit of white. on your pig. And he's done. Oh, and I done got my hand in something and then got it on him. Goodness, Amanda. We'll just cover that up. All righty. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this. And now I have my painting ready to show her to get her approval. But there it is. We have to name him or her. What do you think? Bacon. Virginia, is that what you want to call it? Is bacon? Jenny, is that what you want to call it? Bacon? All right. Bacon bits. I'm going to stop. All right. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you later. Brenda, I'll be praying for you. Y'all have a good one. Bye.